How's it going, everyone? We're back with Rob Dirnens. Yeah,
Heyo,
how's it going? How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing pretty fucking good. This feels like I'm on fucking CNN or some shit because I can't see you or anything.
Yeah, so
I'm literally talking to a blank screen of just a little round picture of you.
you know what I'll do for future references, I'll just send people a picture of myself just to make them feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good move. Good move.
Definitely. So Rob produces comedy related videos and social commentary type videos. Is that how you class it?
I guess. I don't know. I guess the thing about commentary is that yeah, it doesn't really need to be doesn't need to be anything else than that. You know, if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, it's still commentary.
That's pretty damn true.
So yeah,
So
I guess I am. Yeah, I guess that is what I do.
So, what's your latest project at the minute?
Um, one that I posted more recently, I think, was about women in comedy.
Yeah,
Um, there were these bunch of female comedians that had gotten together, um, and they were just standing in front of a white wall, talking into a camera, listing all these reasons why we need more women in comedy. None of those reasons were good. Like we need more women in comedy because of power, blah blah blah. Anyways, whoever wants, they can watch the video. It's a short video. It was this weird sort of situation where I don't know. Like I've been a fan of stand-up comedy for quite a while, and I just through watching all these comedians and taking all this time to figure out which ones are good, which ones are bad, which ones are just hacks. Um, you kind of start to recognize just by looking at them and hearing a couple of words out of their mouths. And you would look at these women and you just know that they're fucking hacks.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
they're doing this for attention. They're not doing this because they care about women in comedy or they care about involving girls in comedy. They don't really give a shit, I don't think. I
They
think it's
just
more
want the
about just
publicity.
look at me, I'm so progressive. Oh, give me your attention and your approval because I'm so fucking woke.
Yeah, definitely. Now we're gonna get into this a little bit more, but I do believe, yeah, forced diversity. Diversity shouldn't. I'm all for diversity, but when it's proper rammed down your throat, I feel like if people are adequate for a job, they should be hired for it, no matter
Yeah.
what. And I do understand that there are, not as many women in engineering than there are men, but that's because men more appeal to that sort of work, in a sense.
Yeah, and maybe there's something to be said about why women don't want to go in engineering. No one's saying
Yeah,
that, like I for example, I don't think that it is necessarily 100% true that women just naturally do not gravitate towards that. I think
I reckon there is a small
maybe there
percentage.
are, sorry,
Sorry, go on, carry on. I was gonna say I
I
reckon
think,
there's a small percentage that don't do it because they feel uncomfortable, but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So like there might be some societal reasons why at the very beginning of their lives when they or their parents are making these choices for education or what they're better at, there might be some societal reasons why you get this outcome of like there's these different industries where there are a lot of men and no women or the other way around. It's probably a little bit of that.
yeah.
But you cannot talk about any sort of problem solving and diversity at the end of the process where they're in college or they're getting out of college or university and going into the workplace.
You should
You
really do
can't
it at
talk
the early
about,
stage.
sorry.
Like they should really emphasize it at the early stage if they're going to emphasize it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. You can't start fucking crying affirmative action when it's already too fucking late.
Hmm.
These people, when they go to university and they study and they go on their work experience or whatever the fuck, I don't know because I never went to university, thank fuck. Um, that it's already too late, because by that point it's meritocracy. It doesn't matter what your fucking gender is. What matters is how much attention did you pay at class and how dedicated you are to what you're doing. It has fuck all to do with sexism, racism, or any other form of discrimination.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I think we
Can I
should.
smoke on stream?
Oh yeah, go for it, dude.
You sure you're not
Yeah.
going to be taken down?
No, of course not.
All right.
But yeah. Oh, I think we should mention the little sign on the wall right next to you there, just before we get too in depth. Somehow I didn't even notice it
Yeah.
till now. I presume
It's
that's for your future project that's coming
yeah,
out.
it is. Yeah, it's a little yoga silhouette with a swastika behind it.
You guys will just have to wait to find out what that is. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
so
might publish it today, or maybe I'll do it on Thursday. I don't know, but it's ready and it's coming out.
well, if you follow him on Instagram, you can keep updated by that at Rob Dirnens. Is that correct? Are there any underscores or anything?
I think that's it. I think.
But yeah, also when it comes to like social commentary and stuff related to that, you've got fat shaming and fat people hate, which are two completely different things. And I feel like that does need to be it's not so much fat shaming, it's more the body positivity side. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you see where I'm coming from. Like, there is hating fat people, and then there's just being realistic. Because there are
Well,
genuine
yeah,
health concerns related
that's what I
to
think. Yeah.
obesity. Yeah, but I feel like it. I just feel it needs to get more attention. That it's not wrong to pick people based on their weight or anything, if that makes sense. Like when you're looking for a partner, because let's be honest, genetically speaking, you are programmed to go for someone that's, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, you want a partner that, first of all, above everything else, on the surface level, you want a partner that you are physically attracted to.
yeah, absolutely,
It I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want about personality. Like, if you really are the person that can forget about sex and physical pleasure and just concentrate on personality, that's fucking awesome for you. You are way more evolved than I am. But I think that's the first thing you need to look at. Like, it's perfectly fine to discriminate against people based on what they can and cannot do, also based on their past decision making.
yeah. And well, the thing is, when you think about it, it is more sort of pushing them towards a more positive lifestyle, and by saying that it's completely okay, you're basically like, I don't know, you're making them more sort of comfortable with making these life decisions, which are affecting their life pretty drastically, in most cases.
Well, there's the thing. I mean, and this might come as a surprise after that video. I actually don't think that fat people should be pushed towards a healthier lifestyle. I think being fat, like, there's apart from the individual implication for yourself, like the health implications that come with that from being
Yeah.
fat. Apart from that, I don't see anything wrong with a person that's fat. Like, you're fat, fine. Like,
As long as you're not
I
hurting
really don't
anyone,
give a
you
shit.
know?
I don't see how your weight should affect the contents of your character. I don't think it's relevant. I just my point of contention was more the fact that that these fat activists, and again, I feel it's important to make the distinction between fat activists and fat people, because they're not the same thing.
No.
It's like all thumbs are fingers, not all fingers are thumbs. Oh, I lost my point. Oh no, okay, yeah, it's just the fact that they heavily advocate for all bodies are good bodies. That's not true. You can say that people of all body types can be good people. Also, they can be bad people.
Oh, absolutely.
That's true. But all bodies are not fucking good bodies. It's very easily demonstrable how a person of a healthy weight, without any diseases or anything that are inherent or, hereditary, you compare that person to a person that was born completely healthy and is now fat, and you can demonstrably see that that there is a huge fucking difference. Their arteries are fucking clogged. They're much more likely to get a heart attack, diabetes, blah blah blah, the whole fucking list. So that's just blatantly not fucking true, and that's what they opened the video with. All bodies are good bodies. No, fucking bullshit. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and to be honest, I completely agree. It's the overgeneralization as well. Like, I do agree that people do need to be more aware about their bodies. If they're happy, whatever. It's not really fucking affecting me. It's, if anything, it's affecting you. And I know
Yeah.
they have sort of good intentions, but to be honest, it's kind of just driving a more negative sort of issue.
Yeah, yeah. And when you speak out against them, you're the fucking villain because you're shitting on fat people.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
that's not fucking true. Like if if I was calling Jeffrey Dahmer a pasty fucking piece of shit that deserves to be raped to death,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I'm shitting on white people. It means
Yeah,
I'm
it's
shitting
a
on a
serial
serial
killer.
killer.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
there's that distinction, but yeah.
But you know, people who want to get offended about fucking everything, they tend not to make those distinctions.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But so dude, what do you do more in your spare time? Let's delve a little bit deeper to the man behind the camera.
Oh man, I'm a fucking mess. I don't
Same.
really do. I don't do much of anything. I go to work that pays the bills, and then I try to devote as much time as possible to working on this shit, just the videos and stuff.
Well, to be honest, your dedication and shit, it does show, you know. Like with each video you can tell that not only is the production quality being upped, but just the overall quality, you know? Like there's production
Well,
quality and then there's content
don't
quality.
blow me too hard because I had my head up my ass for several months that I didn't do fucking anything.
But sometimes you
I had
need
that
that
video about
break.
the fat activists ready since like November, I think.
Yeah, I remember
And
when you was like first planning that when we was talking
yeah,
about it. But yeah, no, even if you took the time to sort of, you know, chill, you're back on it now and you're doing pretty damn good. Like the views you're getting in comparison, you know, getting pretty good.
yeah, but that's just because I spam it everywhere.
Spam or not, it seems to be working by your like dislike ratio. It's pretty damn good considering you're posting it on other websites, which, because there's a clear distinction between promoting and spamming. And spamming will get you a shit ton of dislikes. But if you promote to like a certain subreddit, for example, that is,
Yeah.
you know, surrounded by that genre that your video's in, then it will work. Yeah,
Well, it's very frowned upon,
especially on Reddit.
and I completely fucking understand why.
Hmm.
And I do admit the fact that doing that is not something that I feel proud of. But on the whole grand scheme of things, I think everyone needs a fucking leg up,
Hmm.
and I think this is like, but basically all I do when I publish a video, I pick like maybe three subreddits, and
Yeah.
I try to go to them and publish it in a way as like, you know, whoever comments and expresses their opinion, I try to comment on that if I have anything to say. You know, so that you actually are creating a bit of a conversation. And if a
Yeah.
subreddit comes back and removes the post and tells me to go fuck myself, fair enough. I almost got into like a Reddit fight with this one guy that blocked one of my posts.
Really?
Yeah, and I went back to him and I told him, okay, dude, what if I do this and that? Because I posted before in the same way and it wasn't a problem. It created a discussion. So I don't see why you need to remove it now.
Yeah.
And he literally just copied pasted the Reddit guidelines about there's this great fucking line in there. It's perfectly fine to be a Redditor with a YouTube channel. What's not okay is being a YouTube channel with a Reddit account.
Hmm.
And I was just, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fair enough. I was pissed off, but fair enough.
Yeah. And when it comes to promotion, yeah, like you were saying, like you do really want to start a discussion. Like, if anything, that's the point of like when I make videos, is it is to start that initial conversation. Because it's one
Yeah.
thing entertaining your viewers, but it's another thing sparking, you know, like you said, conversation, debates, and actually making them sort of really, you know, sort of think deeper about the message behind your video. Because, you know, anyone could make a, you know, try not to laugh or Vine compilation, but it's not as, it doesn't have the same oomph as like a well-structured, well thought out video. And it does go a long way.
Well, yeah, the only problem with that discussion thing, I guess, is that most of the time, yeah, I'd say definitely most of the time when people disagree with you, they come from a weird perspective.
Yeah.
And like the biggest criticisms I get is for being like mean and like using these words and those words, completely ignoring what the actual fucking conversation is about. And then if they do address something about the video, it's usually fucking wrong because it took them 2 minutes to write that comment, whereas I was sitting down and writing the script for that video for days, and I went over everything multiple times, making sure that I'm not being like, well, I am an asshole, yes, and I don't mind showing that, but I want to make sure that I'm an asshole who is also right in this case.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like when it comes to the like iDubbbz content cops, people always say that he completely destroys their channel, which most of the time he does. But when they don't come back with, when they don't come back with a good response, they're completely sort of like hated on. But that's because he's dedicated about a month to come up with this, and they're expected to come up with a response immediately to try and counteract that. And it's meant to be as good as something that he's spent all this time on. You know, it's a bit unfair, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it is, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole thing about discussion, like there are a lot of people who say, you know, I do this because of the discussion, and I want your thoughts, guys, so leave it in the comments below and blah blah fucking blah. It's all just a fucking thing to get more traction and get more attention because someone's gonna think, oh, this guy's paying attention. To be completely honest with you, I am paying attention just because I'm vain and I want to see what people say about me.
Yeah.
But realistically, unless you have a really good point, I don't want to talk to you.
Well, see,
like that's just who I am. Like even in my daily life, like most of the people that I've ever known, I don't really want to talk to them. I have a handful of good friends that I will see maybe 3 times a year, and that's enough for me. So I really do not try to create the illusion that I want to interact with people all fucking day.
Well, I guess it's good to not have like a fake sort of facade, you know. But and definitely having a few good friends instead of like a lot of shit friends, you know. Yeah,
my girlfriend, for example, told me, and not just my girlfriend, a couple of people telling me, the people who I showed the video about the fat activists before it was published, said this is gonna piss a lot of people off. Don't publish this. Like, yes, maybe you have a point, but the way you're saying all this is completely wrong, and like it's very aggressive and shit. And I agree with them. It is very aggressive, but that's already a toned down version of what my mind sounds like.
Yeah.
And what's the point in doing anything like this where you basically put your thoughts out into a video or an article or whatever? Like, you're doing that for someone to actually read it.
Yeah.
And why would I want that someone to read anything other than who I am?
Yeah, like what's the point in putting yourself out there, going to all this extent to get your message heard when it's not even your own message?
Yeah, exactly. It's really easy to pander to either fucking side. If I wanted to pander to men's rights activists, I would only make videos about fucking feminism and all that dog shit. If I wanted to pander to liberals, I could keep making videos about the fucking Proud Boys and how retarded the right is. Like, people on both sides are complete fucking retards most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is that so much of the media is really diluted with sort of swayed opinions. But I'm not going to get too far into that. But there's no point pandering to the majority of you. Let's fucking get into it. Where do we even begin with all that?
No, sorry. What do you want to say?
You know what? That's I can't. What was I saying?
I don't know. This is your fucking podcast. What the fuck are you asking me for?
Mate, I'm going out on a tangent,
You
dude.
were asking. You
I
were
was
asking me about
talking.
my hobbies.
Oh yeah, we was, and then we delved into shit about political activists, and wow, we really went on a tangent there. But
Oh,
stereotypes. That's a smooth segue.
right. What
Okay.
about them?
Well, I mean,
Love
would
them.
you
Can't
would
get
you
enough of them.
would
Give
you
me
say that
more.
there are positive and negative stereotypes, or would you say that they're all negative?
Whew. Um.
Hit him with them deep questions.
Well, I guess I don't know what the definition of a stereotype is, but all the stereotypes that I know um, are really hard to think of as positive.
Well, stuff like Asians are good at math. I don't want to get too far into different stereotypes because I have a list in a minute. But and just like there are a few positive
Yeah, but
ones.
then you meet one Asian dude who sucks at math, and then you start thinking, well, are they all shit at math?
Yeah, it's definitely a yeah. The majority are negative. And to be honest, I think even the positive ones, in my opinion, are pretty negative.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. You
It
get
is weird.
into a weird place when you start when you start stereotyping, I think. Although I haven't thought a lot about this, to be honest.
Yeah, me
Negative,
neither, to
like
be honest.
blatantly negative stereotypes are obviously not good for anyone.
Oh yeah, like we don't actively support that. That's yeah.
But also at the same time, using stereotypes for comedy, for example, I don't think that's a big fucking deal. I don't think using anything for comedy is a big fucking deal.
No, because it's comedy, in all
Yeah,
honesty. Like, comedy is there to push the boundaries, to make people laugh. It's there to be unique.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I can agree more there. It's a really weird area. But now let's go completely crazy. Right, stereotypes. Guess the stereotype.
All right.
Well, this people are gonna start getting pissed off. Right.
Is this something that requires visual aid?
No.
Okay.
Only textual aid. So getting blackout drunk.
Okay.
What's the country associated with that? There's actually three here.
Irish.
Yeah, that's one.
Russian?
Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, okay, we got four. Russian?
Right. Irish, Russian, blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Specific countries.
Yep.
Well, the United Kingdom in general.
Yeah. Those were the other ones. England and Scotland. Apparently, there's like a Dutch TV show all about English teenagers getting completely shit-faced. Like I found this out, well, like over the past few days, but I didn't even realize that was a stereotype. But now that I think about it, it's actually incredibly true.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Doesn't say too much
Because I thought
about.
when I lived most of my life in Latvia,
Mm,
and I thought that people there went kind of crazy because the bars never close,
yeah,
and like 24/7 there's gonna always be a pub somewhere on the block that you're on that you can go and get shit faced. Um, but I came over here and it's way fucking worse here. Everything closes early, but that also means that before midnight everyone is shit faced
yeah.
and vomiting on
It
each
had
other
it
and
had like the
fighting each
reverse
other.
effect of what they were going for. So they were
Yeah,
obviously they were going to close it earlier so that people don't stay out drinking too late. But no, they just start earlier.
yeah, yeah.
But right, large waistline. I think that goes without saying.
What, fat people?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a stereotype. That's just a fact.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty true. But yeah, I think you.
Or it can also be pregnant women.
Oh, that's true. Or
Yeah,
incest.
that's
That works
that's
for over
right.
there as well.
You fucking overstepped there, Jordan.
Oh shit! I need to fucking
You're
brush
gonna
up, man.
you're gonna get the fucking pregos against you now.
So yeah, that was blatantly America. And now this one I didn't actually No, like this came up on the website, and I actually disagree with it. But rude. They're known for being rude.
And are we talking nations or
We're still talking countries. Um,
countries?
countries.
I've heard the opinion that Dutch are rude, which I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Was that it?
No, no, that wasn't it. Because I kind of agree with you there. The Dutch aren't rude.
They're just they tend to be more honest, which is
Yeah.
great.
Honesty
If they don't
is
like you,
great.
they'll tell it to your face. That's not rude. That's just being honest.
Yeah, I mean, if someone hates me, just tell me, you know. Don't fucking lie
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. So stop trying to fuck you.
Mm.
Right, countries that are rude.
No, I completely don't agree with this one, but and yeah.
Tell me what it is.
Well, I'm not going to be too humble here, but it's apparently England. Like English people are supposed to be really rude. Although, if anything, I would say that we're like too nice. I mean, people in London, like on tubes and stuff, can be a bit dickish. But
Oh, mate, I've worked in pubs for quite a while. People are not nice.
seriously,
No,
well,
they're
you're
fucking
sort of like
horrible.
London based, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it can't be that different from where I am. I'm not too far. I don't know. Maybe I'm just meeting the right people or whatever.
Maybe,
I
but I'm
mean, there
also
are
not.
chavs.
I'm not a great match for the service industry. Like I'm an angry cunt that dislikes most people.
Oh, same.
So
That's why
I'm
I left
probably
my job in
biased.
retail.
Yeah,
Man, just
I've never
customers,
worked
man.
retail. I've just worked pubs and fucking construction and shit.
Oh, no. Customers are just. But then again, you'll get that in pubs as well. Just douchebag customers. Anyway,
All the fucking time.
apologetic.
Apologetic.
Apologetic. These, yeah. I couldn't actually find too
Canadian.
many niche ones. Sorry, what was that?
Canadians.
Yeah, that's true. And this one, I saw on the website, but I just had to add it just because it made me laugh. But to quote the website, they love sausage. It makes
Germans?
sense when you know it. Yeah, German.
Yeah.
But I just saw like love sausage. I was like, oh fuck's sake, we gotta add that.
Hey.
Hey. Anyway, so I sent out a story on Instagram, basically asking for some questions, and we got
hmm
some in. Um,
hmm
one question we
Two
got
of them
was,
were from a very handsome Eastern European gentleman.
we'll get to those ones later. What made you want to start?
Well, like doing videos and shit.
Yeah.
Um, well, I okay, I'm gonna try to make this short, but I tend to go on for ages. That's why my videos are so fucking heavily cut. I started getting into stand-up comedy around, I don't know, I was probably 15, 16 years old. And by the time I turned like maybe 21 or something like that, I started thinking about doing stand-up comedy. And then for the longest time, it was always this sort of dream that I wanted to do, but I never actually had the balls to do it.
Right.
Um, and then finally last year, almost the, I think last June, I finally somehow mustered up the courage to sign up for an open mic and go do comedy and shit. And I started doing that, and that's when I kind of realized that comedy is actually a much more attainable goal than I thought it was.
Hmm.
Um, and from that, eventually, at some point, I started making little videos that I've since deleted because I didn't like them. I started making little videos at the same time as I was doing stand-up comedy. Um, yeah, and I just kind of I kept doing it, and then at some point I started kind of thinking, wow, I really like making these videos and shit, and that's kind of making me happy, but the stand-up comedy is making me happy as well.
Hmm.
But doing both of those things at the same time, plus also working full time, is just a ball ache and a half,
Yeah.
and it's not sustainable. Um, and then that mixed with some health issues and shit like that, I kind of walked away from both for a while.
Right.
So I'm currently not doing stand up. I think the last time I did stand up was sometime last year, August, September, something like that. So I basically only did it for a few months. But I still really like stand up and I really like making these videos. And I think for now I'm gonna keep making these videos because that's what's making me happier, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is
but
stand
I'm
up something you get back to?
definitely, absolutely. I think I know almost 100% that eventually that is going to be the thing that I do.
Awesome. So we got the next two questions from someone here on the stream. How do you get your hair so sexy?
Oh, I can't say that.
Is that
Next
Neutrogena, Head and
next question.
Shoulders?
Fake news.
Oh shit. Thoughts on different pesticides? Hey, you
I
came up with these
sent you those
questions.
questions. I sent you those questions as a joke. I don't
Oh, I
actually
know.
have
I
an
take jokes
answer
way too
for
fucking
what's the
far.
best fucking pesticide. How many questions did you get? Did you literally get one question?
No, we've got one more as well after this. But
Was it?
you still haven't answered your favorite pest. Nah, we'll move on. So,
Years of
the last question was, where do you both want to get with all this? So, starting with you, whereabouts do you want to get with all this?
I was just hoping for some oral, really.
Hmm,
That's about it. Maybe some coffee in the morning.
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. What about you? Where do you
Well,
see us in 5 years?
I don't know. Just a bit of fun to be quite honest. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. I don't really
Yeah.
expect anything, but if something comes of it, that's great. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool. Great question.
that was a good question, wasn't it? Shout out to you. I don't have your name written down, but so your next
Doing a
project, you
fucking
said
job
you might have
interview.
been posting it today. You might be publishing. What's the little hint and little wink as to what it could be?
Oh, well, no, I am definitely gonna publish once we finish this. I'm gonna publish either the one that this thing was for, or maybe the other one. I don't know.
Just have to wait and see, and you'll have to follow
Yeah.
him on Instagram to
I mean,
find out.
they're not major spoilers. It's just, I kind of shot my wad on making them, and then if I have to talk about them, you're gonna hear everything that I had to say now, and then you won't watch the video. So
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I'm trying to keep it very sort of loose and not talking about what
yeah,
the video is about. But yeah.
my
Anyway,
my my creative ability are very very shallow waters. So I can't go around spouting everything that I've already put into a video.
no, that's fair
So
enough,
how
dude.
fucking dare you even ask me that?
Oh shit. My I'm trying to think of a clever comeback, but I'm not smart enough to. But anyway, where can people find you?
They can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and actually on minds.com as well. It's a
Oh,
it's a
what's that?
website mostly populated by racist right-wing people. But yeah, I'm on there as well. I
That's
basically
fair
just
enough.
went on there as an alternative for YouTube because it's just such a fucking shit show.
Hmm.
Um, but ultimately, I'm not worried about getting monetized or any of that shit anyway. So I'm just putting my putting my dick into everything that will have it.
Yeah, I think too many people focus on monetization instead of actually just producing content. But you
Well,
know,
because eventually, if you want to make money with your content, you don't need the fucking platform to help you.
no,
If
you
you
get
want to,
brand
if you
deals
want to
or
make money, yeah, well, exactly. If you want to make money and your content's good enough, just figure out how to monetize it. Go to fucking Dollar Shave Club or LegalZoom or whatever the fuck.
mm,
Everyone like go to fucking like Joe Rogan's first sponsors for his podcast were a fucking fleshlight company.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah, on all those platforms, just you can find me by my name, Rob Dirnens,
So
D
yeah,
I
be
R
sure
N
to
E N
oh, go on.
S. Sorry.
Sorry, I thought I spoke over you. What? So yeah, it's Dirnes. Nens would help if I could fucking
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
But yeah, be sure to check him out. And yeah, I shall see you guys later.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then. Haha.
We out, bitches.
There we go. We good? Oh no, my voice is still on.